Like the Jack Bauer of
I don't know.
catching pedophiles. Those people always weird me out. The people that pretend to be children on the internet.
Do you think they beat off while they're
of course.
chatting
They're also
with them?
pedophiles. They're like the antimatter to pedophiles. It's
Do you
like,
think they're pedophiles? Or do you think they want to get fucked by old men?
You're fucked up. Like that's when that To Catch a Predator show came out. The weirdest part about any of it is like, all of these sting operations are performed by Perverted Justice, which is an organization that pretends to be children on the internet to try and have sex with grown men. And it's like, wait, so these aren't cops?
Was that it?
Yeah, they weren't cops. This wasn't law enforcement. It's people who, in their free time, they're like, we're doing something the cops won't do. And it's like, A, the cops already do that.
Right.
You know, they already have these fucking sting operations. And like, B, what the fuck are you?
They were
sexting.
probably,
Yeah, you're
likely they were people that were molested as kids that are doing this.
You think they're beating off to it?
I don't think they're beating
I think
off
they're
to it.
probably, because you know when you molest a kid,
they got
become,
molested. Now
they become a
think they're
pedophile.
Batman.
That's what happens. That's how
Or
people
they
become.
become
They become
fake-
pedophiles. I love
It's
that
like a
that was
werewolf?
like,
It's like
yeah,
being
it's
a
like
werewolf?
vampires actually, not werewolves.
Well, that happens a lot too.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
actually like really I'm into like vampires and zombies and pedophiles and wrestling and comic
Yeah, it's
books.
Halloween.
Yeah, I'm really into
That's
that
what I went
show,
as,
Walking
yeah.
Dead. Something unique about me is that I'm like really into the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and the television show Walking Dead, which is I know kind of like a sort of
It's niche.
a fringe. Yeah, it's sort of like an esoteric thing to be into. Is the most popular movies of 2009.
Yeah.
And a show about zombies, which is something I've always loved, and not just a thing I've started paying attention to.
Fuck
when
zombies, dude.
Zombies
Zombies
became
are so
mass
gay.
marketed.
Zombies
Yeah,
are the dumbest fucking.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
weren't
retarded.
vampires were the thing, and then they went to zombies.
Vampires are at least
the
kinda
first,
cool.
the Dawn of the Dead remake was good. That movie was
Yes,
good.
it was. I saw
And
it.
I saw that, and I was like, "Yeah, this is a lot of fun." But I was like, "In no way, I'm a zombie guy." I'm like,
Right.
"That was a great, like, that was a lot of fun to watch that
one fun
movie."
movie.
Yeah.
And then all these fucking retards were like, "Yeah, I'm really into like zombies." You know,
Yeah.
I know that's. I'm kind of fucking,
It's almost-
revealing myself.
well, yeah, there
here.
was all those like memes about zombie apocalypse. That was like the
Yeah,
big
yeah,
thing. It's
yeah.
like, oh, God,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
so lame.
Yeah, well, one of the fucking the break segments I did was from this, like, people have been asking about him in particular. I've used this guy like 3 times. There's a guy on YouTube named Kage no Aku, and his display name is That Sodding Gamer. Which my favorite type of nerd is the guy from America that uses British
slang.
Oh God!
Yeah.
What a bloody way to, oh bloody hell. Oh, I can't be arsed to go to work today.
Saying
Oh,
calling lines
what a
cues.
daft fellow he is, you know? Yeah, right,
I'm
yeah.
just taking the piss.
Yeah, right. That kind of shit. Well, so yeah, this guy, That Sodding Gamer, went viral a couple of years ago because one of his videos is him sitting in his backyard and his mom's taping him. First of all, this guy's like 32 years old.
Hell yes.
Balding horribly, looks awful. Looks like absolute shit. He looks like a fucking fat autistic Klaus Nomi. And he's sitting there with his younger brother who's got like an even more of like a basement rat sort of thing going on. And he's like, "Okay, this is my katana unboxing." And he has like this weird accent he made up. It's not a regional accent. He just sort of talks like this. And it's like,
sounds like a Simpsons
"This is
character."
actually my first katana. So, you know, there are ones that are some better quality maybe, but this one is sort of a mid-range katana. You know, I have wanted
I think
one
I might
for a
have seen
while.
this video.
Yeah, and he's like, you know, they have some at flea markets, but those are just complete crap. It's like, when is the quality of your katana ever going to matter?
It's a real Hattori
When he
Hanzo.
fucking kills
Yeah.
himself
Yeah.
after fucking 45 years of
he's just
never
gonna,
having
he's
sex.
just going to use that katana to open the packaging on more katanas. It's the only thing you do with your katana.
The blister pack rating on
Yeah.
katanas should be that's the
It's
number
to
one
cut
thing.
through, yeah. The
How
fucking,
quickly can this cut through a sex doll's packaging?
Yeah.
How quickly can this cut through a real doll?
Yeah.
There's that.
If
and
my
then
real doll displeases me, you know that guy kills his fucking real dolls.
there's that, and then there's the Game of Thrones swords guys that are like, this is like
Oh, yeah.
Valyrian
The
steel.
guy, yeah, with the claymores and shit.
Oh,
the swords
Jesus
you can't
Christ.
even pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've used that guy a couple of times. But one of his videos is like, okay, this is how to survive a zombie apocalypse.
Oh God!
Apocalypse.
Using only swords.
Yeah, using only British expressions. He's like, you want to conserve resources, and you want to get a group together. That's one of the pieces of advice is get a group, which is like I like to him. The idea of forming any kind of social connection with other human beings is only exists in an apocalyptic scenario.
Right.
The idea of having friends is something that could only be
That's
necessitated by the world ending. Otherwise, you just want to live with your mom and make unboxing videos.
Oh my God! That's why those people want fucking apocalypses to happen, because people will be
dude.
forced to hang out with them.
I used to do a bit about when I was like younger about like how nerds are just obsessed with like basically any nerdy obsession. The prerequisite for them to be obsessed with it is that it exists in a time that's just not now.
Right.
So like
Yeah.
they're like they love the Renaissance because in their mind they would have been a knight, and it's like no, you've been the guy that the knights make fun of.
right, yeah.
Like, or their modern day equivalents do now, or Star Trek, like, oh, things would be so much better if we lived in space. It's like, first of all, Starfleet is like a military organization.
Yeah.
They have
You'd
to
have
do
to
that.
make it
You
through
couldn't-
basic
Yeah, you
training.
couldn't make it through basic. They wouldn't let you in space.
Yeah.
No one on that ship is fat. You know how fucking bad you would look in that uniform? That fucking like Under
It
Armour
would
skin
show
tight.
every single
You
flaw.
would look like absolute shit.
Just
in
like
that fucking uniform.
Pavarotti in a wetsuit.
Yeah, to be in space and appreciate diplomacy. Like you're gonna have some fucking asthmatic retard stinking up the sealed oxygen, getting his dick sucked in the holodeck constantly. Which, by the way, they never address that on the show. Is like,
Oh my God!
how much cum must be on the floor of the holodeck, and who has to clean that up?
That would be their job.
Yeah.
Their job would be to
Yeah.
clean up the cum.
Well,
on the
that's why they have
holodeck.
robots. I'm sure Data has to do that shit.
I feel like that's when it got kind of lazy.
I was always laughing about. There's an episode where they give Data or maybe it's one of the movies where they give Data like an emotion chip.
Yeah,
And then
it's
he
an
like
episode.
he
yeah.
can't stop laughing uncontrollably or
Oh,
whatever.
he's so annoying.
Yeah, and he becomes like obnoxious. And I thought it'd be so funny if they gave him the emotion chip, and then he's like, oh my god, and they're like, Data, what's wrong? He's like, I just realized what Worf has been doing to my mouth for the last 9 years.
Oh, malfunctioning! Worf just shoots him in the head.
Get this motherfucker! I'm gonna tell this little gay ass robot.
Yeah,
Man, that shit's supposed to be private. They're like, Worf, you can't keep fucking Data. Number one, make sure Worf doesn't mouthfuck Data.
his ridge dick.
Yeah, his horny dick.
His horny dick.
Yeah.
That's probably a good dick for fucking.
That would have been better if Worf had a
Ribbed.
more like urban perspective.
Oh
on
yeah.
things.
Well, I love the idea. I wrote a sketch when I was like 19 that was like Worf and LaForge on break, and then they're
Yeah.
like, man, fuck this shit. They're like, fucking, they ain't gonna let me wear my Timbs on the bridge. It's just like incredibly racist.
Just racist
They're like,
as hell.
where's that Crusher bitch at? I'm trying to smash on that Crusher bitch.
There's a video.
Wearing that blue ass coat.
There's a video my friend Ari Stern showed me of the guy who plays Worf doing
Michael
stand
Dorn.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the Improv in L.A.
Well, every
yeah.
cast member was actually a comedian.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's how they all got on the show.